Jai Hind. Welcome back, children. Did you watch the previous video? Hope you all understood the concepts. Write all the problems explained in the video in your note. Now, let's discuss the last topic of the chapter, number system. Children, last year you have studied laws of exponents, isn't it? How many of you can recall all the laws? You should know the laws of exponents to solve many problems in maths, in physics, and in chemistry. So, understand all these laws of exponents very well. Let's recall these laws of exponents. First one, a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. Here, a is called base and m and n are powers, or we are calling it them as exponents. So here, if we want to multiply two exponential forms with same base, what we have to do? We have to write the same base and we have to add the powers. Did you see the example given here? 3 raised to 2 multiplied by 3 raised to 5. How can we write? 3 raised to 2 plus 5. That is 3 raised to 7. Did you get, children? Now, second one. A raised to m, the whole raised to n. What is the answer? A raised to mn. Mn means m multiplied by n. When we have more powers for one base, we have to multiply the powers. So, a raised to m, the whole raised to n is a raised to m into n. You can check the examples also. Third one, ab, the whole raised to m. ab, the whole raised to m means a multiplied by b, the whole raised to m. How can we do? It is a raised to m into b raised to m. See, children, here the dot, you can see the dot. Dot means multiplication. So, don't get confused. Next, when we have a number with negative power, how can we do it? So, we have to change it as a number with positive power. So, a raised to minus m is equal to 1 by a raised to m. 1 by a raised to m means reciprocal of a with the positive power m. So, it means when we have a number with negative power, take the reciprocal of the base and write the positive power. And next one is very simple one that you know. Any number raised to the power 0. What is it? 1. So, a raised to 0 is 1. So, you saw the example 100 raised to 0, 1. What is 5 raised to 0? 1. What is 23 raised to 0? 1. What is minus 4 the whole raised to 0? That is also 1. So, if it is 3 by 5 the whole raised to 0, then also it is 1. Did you get, children? Now come to the next law. A raised to m divided by a raised to n. What is it? A raised to m minus n. For division, we have to subtract the powers. Then the last one. A by b, the whole raised to m. We can give the power for numerator and denominator separately. So, it is a raised to m by b raised to m. So, For all the laws, you can see the examples. That also you have to check. Children, write all these laws of exponents in your note. Now we can discuss some problems. Consider the question 3 raised to 2 multiplied by 3 raised to 3. This type of question you have done in 8th standard and most of you know how to simplify this, isn't it? So here 3 raised to 2 multiplied by 3 raised to 3. Which type of question is this? Which law you can apply here? Base here base 3 is the base in both numbers and the powers are 2 and 3, isn't it? So bases are same. So which law we can apply? A raised to m multiplied by a raised to n. What is a raised to m multiplied by a raised to n? A raised to m plus n. Now we discussed, isn't it? Same power we have to write and we have to add, same base we have to write and we have to add the powers. Okay. So now how can we do this? It is 3 raised to powers we have to add 2 plus 3. Isn't it? So it is 3 raised to 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. If the power is a small number, you can simplify more. 3 raised to 5 means we have to multiply 3 5 times. If the question is to write in the exponent, write the answer in exponential form, you can stop here. Or sometimes you will get the question to simplify. Then if you have to find out what is 3 raised to 5. How will you get 3 raised to 5? We have to multiply 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. 5 times you have to multiply. You will get the answer. But in most cases, the question will be to write the answer in exponential form only. Okay. Now come to next question. 5 raised to 4 multiplied by 5 raised to minus 3. 5 raised to minus 3. Okay. So, last year you have studied the numbers with negative power. But here we don't want to go for that type of question. Here again we can apply, it is of the form a raised to m multiplied by a raised to n. So how can we write? A raised to m plus n, 4 plus minus 3. So what is it? 5 raised to 4 plus minus 3 is 1. Subtract and put the sign of greater one. So 5 raised to 1. What is 5 raised to 1? 5. Okay. Now come to this question. 7 square multiplied by 1 by 7. Okay. 7 square multiplied by 1 by 7. Simply we can do the calculation. 7 square can be written as, that is one method. 7 square multiplied by 1 by 7. 7 square is 7 into 7. Into 1 is 7 into 7 by 7. By cancellation we will get 7. This is one method. But if the question is to apply law of exponents, there we have to apply the law itself, otherwise you won't get mark. So how can we apply law of exponents to simplify? 1 by 7. How can we write 1 by 7? First number is 7 square. 1 by 7, you studied about negative powers, isn't it? 1 by a raised to n can be written as a raised to minus n, isn't it? 1 by a raised to n can be written as a raised to minus n. This denominator, when we take this denominator as numerator, the sign of the power will change. Positive power will become negative power. So here what is the power? 7 power is 1, isn't it? So when we take this to numerator, it will become 7 raised to minus 1. So now how can we simplify? A raised to m into a raised to n. A raised to m plus n. So 7 raised to 2 plus minus 1. So 7 raised to different sign, we have to subtract and put the sign of greater one. So 7 raised to 1, answer is 7. Now come to this question. 2 raised to 3 multiplied by 1 by 2 raised to 5. So 2 raised to 3 multiplied by 1 by 2 raised to 5, how can we write? 2 raised to minus 5. So when we take this denominator as numerator, the sign of the power will change. Now same property, 2 raised to 3 plus minus 5. What is it? 2 raised to 3 plus minus 5, it is minus 2. So when we have a number with negative power, if you want to change the negative power as positive power, you can do it. How can we write? How can we change the negative power as positive power? We have to take the reciprocal of the base. To change the negative power as positive power, take the reciprocal of the base. What is the reciprocal of 2? 1 by 2. Then negative power will become positive power 2. Okay. So what is the answer? 1 square is 1 into 1, 1 by 2 square is 4. Okay. 1 square by 2 square. A by B, that also we have discussed. A by B, the whole raised to m can be written as A raised to m by B raised to m. So here 1 raised to 2 by 2 raised to 2. 2 raised to 2 is 4. So answer is 1 by 4. Okay children. Now come to this question. 3 raised to 2, the whole raised to minus 1. 3 raised to 2, the whole raised to minus 1. Which law of exponent can be applied? A raised to m, the whole raised to n. More powers. What is A raised to m, the whole raised to n? A raised to m into n. Okay. A raised to m into n. So what can be written here? 3 raised to 2 multiplied by minus 1. What is it? 3 raised to. What is 2 into minus 1? Minus 2. Now how can we write with the positive power? Reciprocal of 3. 1 by 3, then positive power 2. So what is 1 by 3 the whole square? 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 you can take, or you can take the power. 1 square is 1 by 3 square is 9. So what is the answer? 1 by 9. Now same type of question. 4 raised to 3, the whole raised to 2. How can we write? 4 raised to m into n, that is 3 into 2. That is 4 raised to 6. Okay. So if the power is a large number, no need to simplify more. You can keep as it is. Okay. Next question. 11 raised to 5 divided by 11 raised to 3. Which law can be applied here? Division, isn't it? Question for division. So it is A raised to m divided by B raised to n. Sorry, A raised to n. A raised to m divided by same base. A raised to m divided by A raised to n. What is it? A raised to m minus n. We have to find the difference of the powers. So here 11 raised to 5 minus 3. What is 11 raised to 5 minus 3? 11 raised to 2. So here you can stop, or 11 raised to 2 only. So we can multiply. 11 into 11 is 121. Okay children. And next one. 13 raised to 7 by 13 raised to 5. Same method. A raised to m by A raised to n. A raised to 13 raised to 7 minus 5. So what is it? 13 raised to 2. Okay. Did you understand this much question? Now we will move to some more questions. 5 raised to 3 multiplied by 2 raised to 3. 5 raised to 3 multiplied by 2 raised to 3. What is it? Are the bases same? No, bases are different but powers are same. So which exponent, law of exponent can be applied? Bases different, A and B, but powers are same, isn't it? So A raised to M into B raised to M. That we have discussed. What is it? A into B, the whole raised to M. Okay, so here what we can write? A into B, that is 5 into 2, the whole raised to M. Here what is M? 3. So it is 10 raised to 3. Okay, 10 raised to 3. If you want, you can write it as 1000. Now come to this question. 12 raised to 2 divided by 6 raised to 2. Bases different. What are the bases? 12 and 6. So again same method. A raised to M divided by B raised to M. What is A raised to M divided by B raised to M? It can be written as A by B, the whole raised to M. A divided by B, the whole raised to M. So here it can be written as 12 divided by 6, the whole raised to power is 2. What is 12 by 6? 2. So 2 raised to 2. The answer is 4. Are you understanding, children? So you should know all the laws of exponents thoroughly. Then only you can do this type of problems. Now come to next question. 3 raised to 1 by 5 multiplied by 3 raised to 4 by 5. Here bases are same but different powers, isn't it? So which identity form, which law of exponent can be applied? A raised to M multiplied by A raised to N. Bases same. A raised to M multiplied by A raised to N. That is A raised to M plus N. Okay. So what is it? 3 raised to M plus N. That is 1 by 5 plus 4 by 5. It is 3 raised to. What is 1 by 5 plus 4 by 5? 1 by 5 plus 4 by 5. Like fraction. We can add simply. So denominator 5. Numerator 1 plus 4. What is it? 5 by 5. Isn't it? So it is 5 by 5. So it is 3 raised to. What is 5 by 5? 1. So what is the answer? 3. 3 raised to 1 is 3. Now consider next question. 2 raised to 1 by 2 divided by 2 raised to 1 by 3. 2 raised to 1 by 2 divided by 2 raised to 1 by 3. Bases are same. Isn't it? So A raised to M divided by A raised to N. Okay, what is it? A raised to M minus N. So here what we can write? 2 raised to M minus N. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. So here can we do the simplification of this power easily? No, they are not like fractions. Isn't it? So what we have to do to simplify this much? To simplify this much, what we have to do? We have to take the LCM. Isn't it? What is our number? Our number is 1 power is 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. We have to take the LCM of 2 and 3. What is the LCM of 2 and 3? 6. Then numerator. How will you get the numerator? you can do the simplification, cross multiplication, or 6 by 2. What is 6 by 2? 6 by 2 is 3. 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. Then minus 6 divided by 3, 2. 2 into 1 is 2. So what is it? 1 by 6. I don't want to explain all this because you have studied in so many lower classes how to take the LCM and how to simplify this type of question. Okay. So 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3, we are getting 1 by 6. So 2 raised to 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 can be written as 2 raised to 1 by 6. Only this much you can do. Okay. 2 raised to 1 by 6. Answer you can write as it is 2 raised to 1 by 6. Don't write it as 1 by 2 raised to 6. It is 2 raised to 1 by 6. Power is the rational form. Power is in the rational form. So you can't do anything more. Now come to next question. 7 raised to 4 by 5 by 7 raised to 2 by 3. A raised to m by a raised to n. A raised to m minus n. 4 by 5 minus 2 by 3. Isn't it? Again, we have to simplify the exponents, powers. 4 by 5 minus 2 by 3. How can we simplify? 4 by 5 minus 2 by 3. What is the LCM of 5 and 3? 15. Now, numerator. 15 divided by 5, 3. 3 into 4, 12. Minus 15 divided by 3, 5. 5 into 2, 10. So what is it? 2 by 15. So what is the simplification answer of this powers? So 2 by 15. So what we can write? 7 raised to 2 by 15. Only this much we can do. Now come to next question. Did you understand this type of question, children? When you have rational numbers as powers, you have to simplify it very carefully. Next question. 3 raised to 1 by 3, the whole raised to 2. A raised to m, the whole raised to n. What is it? A raised to m, the whole raised to n. A raised to m, the whole raised to n is a raised to m into n. So what we can write? 3 raised to 1 by 3 multiplied by 2. What is 1 by 3 multiplied by 2? It is 1 into 2, 2. So 3 raised to 2 by 3. Okay, children. Now consider another question. 2 by 5, the whole raised to 1 by 2. Again, we have one more power, 4. 2 by 5, the whole raised to 1 by 2. Again, the whole raised to 4. How can we do this? It is 2 by 5, the whole raised to powers we have to multiply. When we have more powers, we have to multiply them. So, 1 by 2 multiplied by 4. We can do the cancellation here, isn't it? 4 and 2 both are divisible by 2. So, power is 2. So, what is the answer? 2 by 5, the whole raised to 2. Okay, children? If you want, you can simplify. 2 raised to 2 is 4 and 5 raised to 2 is 25. So, you can write it as 4 by 25. Okay. Now, come to another type of questions. Next question. 8 raised to 1 by 3. 8 raised to 1 by 3. How can we do the simplification of this type of question? 8 raised to 1 by 3. Isn't it? The given power is a rational number. So, can you do any simplification? You may think, can we do any simplification? Yes, you can simplify this type of questions. So, for what you have to do is, you have to take the prime factorization of the base. Here, what is the base? 8, isn't it? So, 8, you can do the prime factorization. 2, 4, 2, 2. So, 8 can be written as how many times of 2? 2 raised to 2. So, 2 raised to 3. Okay, 3 times. So, now we can write in the place of 8, we can write 2 raised to 3. Then we have 1 by 3. We have the given power. Now, again a raised to m, the whole raised to n. So, a raised to m into n. 3 into 1 by 3. What is it? 3, 3 you can cancel. 2 raised to 1 is 2. Okay. Now, next is 25 raised to 1 by 2. Okay. In this method, what we can do? We have to do the prime factorization of 25. What is the prime factorization of 25? We can take 5 and 5. So, 25 is 5 raised to 2. Okay. So, base can be written as 5 square, then the whole raised to 1 by 2. So, it is 5 raised to 2 into 1 by 2. We can cancel. So, the answer is 5. Okay. Answer is 5. See children, this one actually you have studied. 8 raised to 1 by 3 means it is cube root of 8. Okay. 8 raised to 1 by 3 is cube root of 8. Okay. Cube root of 8 last year you have studied. It has 2. Same way 25 raised to 1 by 2. What is the denominator of the this rational form? 2. So, it is actually square root of 25. Square root of 25. You know square root of 25 is 5. So, raised to 1 by 3 means cube root of that number. Raised to 1 by 2 means square root of that number. Okay, that also you should know. Now come to next question. 16 raised to 3 by 2. 16 raised to 3 by 2. So, prime factorization of 16 we can do. What is it? 16, 2, 8, 2, 4, 2, 2. So, how many times of 2? 4 times. So, 16 can be written as what we can write? 2 raised to 4, the whole raised to 3 by 2. It is 2 raised to 4 multiplied by 3 by 2. So, it is 2 and 4 you can cancel. So, what is remaining? 2 raised to 6. 2 into 3, 6. Okay. Or this one we can do in another way also. 16 you know it is 4 square. Isn't it? 16 can be written as 4 square. That also you can apply here. So, 16 raised to 3 by 2 can be written as 4 square the whole raised to 3 by 2. It is 4 raised to 2 into 3 by 2. 2 cancel, 4 raised to 3. When you find out 4 raised to 3 and 2 raised to 6, you will get same answer. Both are correct. Okay children, both the methods you can apply. Now come to this one, 27 raised to 2 by 3. What is the prime factorization of 27? Prime factorization of 27. 27, 3, isn't it? 9, 3, 3. Okay, that is 27 can be written as 3 raised to 3. Okay children, so here 3 raised to 3, the whole raised to 2 by 3. It is 3 raised to 3 into 2 by 3. We can cancel 3, 3. The answer is 3 raised to 2 and it is 9. Now 81 the whole raised to 3 by 4. Okay. 81, how can we do the simplification, that prime factorization? 81, it is not divisible by 2, so we can take 3. When we take 81 divided by 3, 2 times 21, 7. Then again 3, 9. 3, 3. So how can we write 81? It is 3 raised to 4. The whole raised to what we have? 3 by 4. It is 3 raised to 4 multiplied by 3 by 4. 3, 4, 4 we can cancel. So 3 raised to 3. What is the answer? Answer is 27. Okay children. Now next one. What is it? 49 raised to minus 1 by 2. 49 raised to minus 1 by 2. 49 how can we write? 7 square, isn't it? So 7 square the whole raised to minus 1 by 2. It is 7 raised to 2 multiplied by minus 1 by 2. What is it? 2 to cancel. 7 raised to minus 1. When we have a negative power, what we have to do? We have to take the reciprocal of base. What is reciprocal of base? 1 by 7. Then power will become positive. So what is the answer? Answer is 1 by 7. So we have discussed so many problems here. Did you understand all these simplification, children? Okay, now I will give the homework from this section. These are the homework. Be up to date in doing homework. After completing, you have to send it to your teacher. So, children, we have discussed all the important topics of our first chapter, number system. There are some more problems in our textual exercises, but no need to bother about those problems. You should concentrate only on the concepts and the problems discussed in our video classes. Okay, children? Thank you.